Hey, it's Rob from Kick-Ass. Today, we are working on my favorite vehicle, the old GX470. If you remember this one from further videos, we did a suspension lift, and we jacked her up a bit, got her a good little tough looking stance. Literally, this will be the exact way that I set mine up. So today, we're going to be upgrading the brakes right there, right there. Come along. All right, so what we have here is we have, forgot exactly what model. I'll ask them and I'll have to put that on the screen up here, possibly right here. Okay, so that model is an upgraded brakes. Apparently they're bigger. We'll compare them when we get them off to see if they're actually bigger. But yeah, Toyota parts, which I like. And then we're gonna do some stop tech. Stop on your tech. No, don't stop on your tech, that'd be bad. Stop tech, good upgrade, get rid of the rubber, put some steel on there. Yeah, very nice. And they have the anti-squeak little chatter springs, what do they call them? But yeah, we're gonna get that guy, those guys put on, and yeah, thing's gonna stop like a Lexus or something. So let's get these bad mamma jammers on here. We gotta get these old guys off. All right, so pads, I forgot to show y'all, there's shims that go on the back of these pads. Anti-friction noise. So those are the same purposes. Some people you can put some kind of, you know, like the friction material on the back here. Material. It's like Madonna. Never mind. Moving on. So you want to make sure that the squealer, I think I've talked about this before. You always want the rotor to be coming towards the squealer. So if there was something on, let's say the rotor, it would hit the squealer before it hit the pads. That makes sense? So it's always going to turn towards that. So if you put it on like this and the rotor's turning this way, that's wrong. You want the rotor to be turning towards this. Sorry, I'm trying to do it backwards. Towards this thing. So it wants to hit that first. If not, it will rip it off and it won't make the noise that it's supposed to. So, a little helpful tip for you there. So we're gonna slap these guys on there with their little shimbity doodles. Shimbity doodles. So you guys sit right here. Oh. So like I was saying, so the rotor turns that way. So the leading edge would be here. So that would be the inner pad. Of course, you can't do that if you've got the pins in there. That's silly. All right, pull those out. We put a little lube on those guys too. So these guys go in. A little loopity doo here, just like that. And we got the other one. You don't want to go gooping these things up with anything. Like these calipers come with a special coating that's right up under the thing. It's kind of like it's similar to the same stuff as I want to say that Honda uses. It's kind of like a micro polish, but it looks like it's like a gray. It's called Molly Grease. That's it. Molly Grease. That's the name. Silly goofball. But yeah, Molly Grease, so it's kind of like a polish. So this has it from the, yeah. You want to see it? Okay, I'll show you. It is right there. See how there's kind of like a little stripe of, let me put my flashlight over there. Kind of little stripe of gray right there. But that's where those pads slide on. It's the same as, like I said, it's Molly Grease. It's very similar to this. Let's see what this has in it. Customer supplied this, by the way. Dallas, thank you. Thank you for supplying your own brake slide pin galloper. I actually use this stuff. Primitex synthetic. I just got that at the store today, but I usually had the Molly stuff, but let's see what we got here. Contains polypropylene glycomyl ethyl gibo aphofember. What the? Are you kidding me? Myobomb. Good thing I've got gloves on, by the way. It's got shit that I mean, that's a huge word. Molly. Okay, it does. That is it. That's the word we're looking for. Molybdenum disphosphate. That's what you call it. That's the name of it. That's wait. That's part of it too. Let's put these pads on. Getting carried away with the Molly grease. Just put the brake pad on and get to the point, son. All right. How's your Molly grease education for the day? Comments if you know what I'm talking about. Comments if your name is Greg Stipes and you watch my video. Or comment, Dallas, because you own the car. I need a comment in this video. So you need to put a comment down. I'll see it. Anyways, so we do put a little bit of this Molly grease. Molly grease. That's what we call it. You don't want to get too crazy. You want to put like, we'll put a little bit like that. Because the problem is if you put too much, it'll start gathering dirt and then all that dirt and grit will start causing it to make noise. So you just want it on the parts that it really contacts the pad. So you kind of just, the best way to do it is to put a thin coat. I just do it all over it. Then I slide her in just like this. Well, we're going to stop right there because we got to still do another step. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. So we have pins in. So this is the tricky part. I'm going to bring you all over here so you can see. I got a little booster seats for you here. I saw these at Home Depot and I had to buy them. These are the cutest little, look at, they're so cute. No, they're just like the coolest little totes that stack and they're like $2, $3. I don't know what they're okay. They're awesome. I love little totes. Cute little totes. All right. Anyways, so this you can get is the part number right here. You got that? Can you see it? No, I'm just kidding. For these little spring jobbers. These aren't necessary. You don't have to have these on there, but they do help at noise, and they do pull the pad off a little bit. Not really, not quite much at all, if anything. But I'll show you how they go on. The easiest way I found to put these on is you put these two little jobbers down in the holes, and then you push this in as you, whoopsie, just kidding. And put that through. Alright. And then same thing. Hold it, push it through. Bada bing, bada boom. Give it a little wiggle. These little tabs need to be up on the top of the pads. So make sure they're not like that, stuck down in there, because that will definitely make some noise. So make sure they're up here. You push them down, make sure they're seated. Give them a little pushy test. A little boom, 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 boom. That's the pushy test. Boom, 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 boom. But we have another one for the top. So same thing. I do the same thing in reverse. So you put it in the hole, one here, and the one here. And push it down. This is a better view here, so I push down, up, bada bing. Push her over, whoops, pull it back a little bit. Push her down in the hole. Push her over there, bada boom. Remember, do the, see how this one jumped out? It's like, I don't want to go in there. I don't want, it's scary. And you're like, no, you've got to go in there. That's the only way out. And they're like, okay. Sometimes you got to wiggle like that. Poof, there it is. There it's on top. So make sure it's on top, in the hole, and then you do the little dingy thing. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. Not perfect. There's still one more springy thing. This thing. What's that? What's that? That's that? That's this. It's this. What? This. That. Who? Where? Anyways, this goes in here, and this is what, so a lot of them have this, or they have little pins that go through here, or some Brimbos have nothing. They just have a friction washer inside these things that pops the whole little, but anyways, Toyotas have these little funny little things. And easy way to do it is find your holes on the end. Just get one in the hole, then two in the hole, and then the third in the hole. Whoa, 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 everybody. Whoa. Back that up. This is a PG-13 program. All right, anyways. So that is what you want to do. And what I found is you want to wipe off the grease right here that there's no pads gonna ever slide on. So you want to kind of do it. It only needs grease right here with a pad. If you can visualize the pad wearing out and this little thing sliding, it only needs grease up to here. So I like to wipe it back to about right there. Oh, we hear it? That's what it sounds like. Just so. We may just even dab a little bit on there, just a little dabski. Just a tiny, actually I got the perfect tool for this dabski. Where's the dabski for doodles? My 9-foot long Q-tip. So put a little dabski right in there. Right in there. Doesn't need a lot. Just a tiny little dabster. Scotch. It could be a scotch or a dabski. There's two measurements that I use for that. So that's all you need there for that. All right. One more test. All right. Get that rotor's on there nice and well. Nice. And then we're gonna bleed them out. All right, that wraps it up for the old Toyota. Got the brakes on there. She's stopping like a champ. She'll be back, I'm sure, for some more upgrades at some time. I want to thank everybody for watching, and come on back. We'll do some more Toyota Honda stuff, because you know that's my fave.